lecture, we will study about the vector space, its axioms, and then we will solve few questions of vector space. Let V be an arbitrary non-empty set of objects on which two operations are defined, and these two operations are addition and multiplication, and multiplication is by scalars. V be an arbitrary non-empty set. If V be a set, then this set contains some objects, namely V, U, W, and so on. And if there are two operations that are defined on these sets, and these are addition and multiplication. The addition and multiplication is by scalar. U plus V, U and V are vectors in V. An object U plus V called sum of U and V, that means the addition is defined, and and by scalar multiplication we means that if K is any scalar, then Ku is the object that is in V. If these are the vectors U, V, W and V, and these vectors satisfies the given axioms, these are the 10 axioms. If the objects U, V, W and so on, or we will take any of the vectors, but if these vectors satisfy the 10 axioms that we will discuss later on, then V is called vector space, and the objects that are within this V, these objects are vectors. These vectors can be ordered pairs, or these can be matrices, these can be polynomials, anything that can be within this set V. But the condition is that if the objects satisfy the axioms. What are those axioms? First one is, if U and V are objects in V, then U plus V is in a V. By this U plus V means that the addition is defined and U plus V is in V. This is Clojure property with respect to addition. Then U plus V will be equal to V plus U. This is the commutative law. Then third one is associative law. For the associative law, we take three vectors, otherwise two vectors are enough for all the other axioms. Then the fourth property or the fourth axiom is, there is an object 0 in V called the zero vector. If U is in V, then zero vector is in V, and their vector operated by identity is equal to same vector. Element operated by identity is equal to same vector. Then the fifth axiom is about negative of U. This one was the zero vector, this is negative vector, and if U is any vector in V, then minus U will be in V, and this we will prove that when vector is operated by its inverse, whether it is additive inverse or multiplicative inverse, the answer is identity. In this case, our identity is 0. Then the next axiom is, when if K is any scalar and U is any object in V. First 5 axioms were for addition, and next 5 are for the scalar multiplication. If K is any scalar and U is any object in V, then KU is in V. This is again the Clojure property. If U is in V, then KU is also in V. If we multiply U by any scalar, that will also lie in the set V. For seventh axiom, scalar will be multiplied by sum of vectors, and on the right hand side it is K into U plus K into V. Eighth axiom is, sum of the scalars multiplied by the vector u, and it is multiplied like ku plus mu. Ninth axiom is when scalar is multiplied by a vector and then the resultant is multiplied by another scalar, it is the same if first the scalars are multiplied and then that answer will be multiplied by the vector. And last axiom is 1 will be multiplied by u and the answer is the u vector. If the objects those are within the set V satisfy these 10 axioms, then we say that those objects are vectors and V is vector space. If any of the axiom fails, then V will not be the vector space. If this is the exercise 5.1 in which I have taken few questions, how we will check that these are vector spaces or not. Firstly, they say that addition and scalar multiplication is defined. Determine whether the vector space sets are vector space under the given operations. For those that are not vector spaces, list all axioms that fail to hold. Now, if this be the set V to whom we are going to check whether it is a vector space or not, then V contains set of all triples of real numbers of this form. These are triples x, y and z. It means if we have to take two vectors, one of the vector will be x, y, z, the other could be x1, y1, z1, or here it takes x dash, y dash, z dash. This is addition that is going to be defined. How addition is defined? First component is added in first component, second component is added in second component, and third component is added in third component. So standard addition is defined. And how the multiplication is defined in this question? Multiplication is defined as when scalar is multiplied by this triplet, this scalar is multiplied only by the first component. The definition says that addition and scalar multiplication will be defined. So our concern is not with this that k must multiply with x, then k must multiply with y, and k must multiply with z. No, scalar multiplication is defined, and that defined multiplication or addition will be according to the question. For example, in question number 2, addition is again standard, whereas multiplication is when k is multiplied by x, y and z, the answer will be 0. So whenever the scalar will be multiplied, their answer will be 0. If we see, look at question number 3, addition is again standard, but multiplication is when k is multiplied by x and y, k is multiplied as 2k. When k is multiplied by y, that will be multiplied by 2k. So in the all the questions, whatever will be the addition defined or whatever will be multiplication defined. When we have to prove the axioms of addition, we do the addition according to defined addition, and when we have to find the scalar multiplication axioms, those will be according to the defined scalar multiplication. In fourth question, we have set of all real numbers and addition and multiplication are the standard. For fifth question, set of all pairs of real numbers of this form. Previously, vectors were given like x, y, z, x, y, z, x, y, real numbers. But in this question, how we will choose the vector that its first component could be any variable, but the second component must be 0. So we choose such type of vectors in which the second component is 0. And standard operations are defined on R2. R2 means space with two components x, y.